Welcome back to Water Park Splashin. It's me, Tom Derrick, and today I am going to rank and review your favourite rides at Legoland Dubai's Water Park. So starting off with a number 10 spot, it seems that you guys have picked the Lego Wave Pool, and whilst no, this is not a water slide, it is always there for you. I'm making it seem like a person, but seriously guys, this is incredible. As whilst no doubt those amazing slides can get some very long queues throughout the day, this water area gets nothing. Therefore, if you are feeling hot in Dubai, which trust me can happen, or you just want to splish and splash within those giant waves, you can do just that. And it also seems that it's not only you who can do that, but also the younger adventurers too, with there also being a Duplo wave pool, basically the wave pool on a smaller scale. Saying that though, if you still want some thrills to those waves, well then look no further than our next attraction, the Joker Soaker. As no joke, despite what it may seem, this does provide the thrills. Cause similar to the wave pool, you'll be able to splish and splash and also get no queues. Yes, with this being basically a play area, it somehow doesn't get queues. Although unlike the wave pool, you can play around on many platforms, slide down so many slides that I cannot even count them. Oh yeah. And also you see that bucket up there next to the Joker. He's not laughing for no reason at all, as that bucket, when it is full, will tip all over you guys, getting you absolutely drenched. From splishing and splashing within the wave pool to quite literally getting soaked by the Joker Soaker to just now riding those waves, we've now got Wave Rider. And before you make a decision to ride, you have two options. Do not get me wrong, both of these are amazing, and once you have boarded on your body, so no need for a tube yet, you will twist and turn down the slide, experiencing a fun that you don't often get nowadays with those new giant, crazy and totally bonkers attractions, all before coming at the end. The difference between the two, however, is that whilst one will be done in the open air, the other one will be done enclosed, and I don't know which one I prefer, but at the end of the day, you just have to try them for yourselves. Now the thing is, you may look at our next attraction, Splash Out, and think, that is very similar to the last ones, and it is, but it's just a little bit faster. So really, there's not much more to say, apart from on this side, you will be experiencing a few more drops, some sharper turns, and of course at the speed that you're going at, as you can see, a much larger splashdown. Oh wait, what's that also coming down the slide? That is the Water Park Splashin's rubber ducky, and throughout his video, he'll be making appearances here, there and everywhere, so comment down below where and how often you see him, and we'll pin the first correct comment. As much as you cannot have a water park without a wave pool or a water play area, you cannot have a water park full stop without a racer side, and I imagine, yep, there is a larger racer side on the list. The difference between that one though and this one is that with that one fitting around 6 people on it and this one fitting only 2, this one right here, Twin Chasers, has a much better layout, with it not only sending you both through tubes but also many more twists and turns, seeing some awesome lights, all before you come out of the end, where you will find out whether you or your friend turned enemy, frenemy, has won. At least on this one you have a 1 in 2 chance of winning, unlike the other one where you have a 1 in 6. Okay, we have now made it halfway through our video, and taking this position is none other than Tidal Tube. Oh wait a second, that looks very familiar to another side. Yeah, oh, I worked it out. You know when we did Wave Rider earlier and I said that it was 2 sides? Well, it was 1. I do apologise, but it is quite hard to know actually. I mean, when you get up there, they're both next to one another. However, they are so different, with of course Wave Rider now being the one that takes you outside, and this one, yeah, taking you through a very fast tube full of many lights, twists, turns and drops, definitely being a step up from that ride. I honestly don't know how I didn't see that, but a little tip for you guys due to that is if you are visiting here, read the ride signs and don't do a Tom, because if you wanted one side and you got the other, as you can tell, the experience may vary. On every one of our water park top 10 videos, there is a point where the sides go from your standard body sides to, well, this one right here. This is Red Rush, and I can hope only by looking at it, you can tell that this side is a whole lot bigger. And I am not only talking about the scale here, but also the rankings too, as not only will you be heading down a twisty turny side to the bottom, but you'll be heading down a giant twisty turny side with up to, I can't even count, but many other people, which amongst everything else is simply amazing to watch each other's reactions, both good and bad, as you make your way to the bottom. So yeah, the big rush may not be as crazy as some of our previous sides, however trust me when I say no matter what the reason, unless you are the one screaming, you are going to have a great time. Oh, did you think that just because we have one family side that all the attractions to come was going to be family friendly? We are just getting started. Next up, we've got Twist and Spin. And trust me when I say the name does not lie. As not only once again will you be going down a giant tube full of many twists and turns, definitely doing the twist part of this. Well, you may be asking right now, Tom, where does the spin part come in? And that is because on your way down the giant twisty turny tube, you will be on a singular dinghy. Now I am neither going to accept or deny that that dinghy could spin around the whole way, leaving you coming down backwards, but what it will do at least is spin whilst you're heading down, just adding an extra element of thrills to this already thrilling ride. From what you have most likely seen from Twist and Spin, I can only imagine that you'll be thinking that Splash and Swirl is going to be correct too. And you would be spot on. But if you also said that because it is paired with that one, it's going to be the same, well then you would be wrong. As once you make your way down the tube in your 1 or 2 person dinghy, you will fly out into a giant bowl section, or as I like to call them, the toilet bowl section. So maybe this ride should be called the Splash and Plop. That was awful, sorry guys. Okay, totally ignoring that, once you made your way into the bowl, basically you'll spin around and around and around before you plop drop out of the bottom into the water. Do you remember when I said earlier that later on in this video we'll be seeing a racer side that can fit 6 frenemies? Well, 5 including yourself. Well, here we have it. Here is Lego Side Racer. And before we even get onto the side itself, or how you can race everyone else, you can go on your front. Yes, no lifeguard will tell you off this time for going down forwards, with you actually picking up a mat that you will then lie flat on the floor and go down on. And what's so crazy is that that is not even the best part, because on your front you will then be racing everyone else whilst twisting and turning through a tube, then coming out of the end where you will then bounce to the bottom, finishing off this race with a lot of water in your face, as well as hopefully a #1 spot. Thank you all for watching, bye bye.